morning grind, that early morning grind. Had a great workout this morning. First stop is Bonita Springs. Chill out with the crew over there. Knock out some jobs and then hopefully head back down to Palm Beach. Had a great weekend up here. Always relaxing. Come up to Georgia, relax a little bit. Different type of customer, different type of clientele, different type of staff. Definitely down. Does a body good. Does a body good. Well, I'm looking forward to having a very safe trip to Bonita Springs. Also looking forward to having a great day as far as productivity, business-wise. The key is always just to stay focused, stay true. It's that easy. Surround yourself by greatness. Keep making your moves. As long as you do that, you're always going to be good. You know? Everything ain't for everybody. Every play ain't for everybody. Every move ain't for everybody. But you gotta have a plan and stick to that plan, people. Be surprised what the results are. Be surprised what the results are. So this is gonna take a few hours to get here, so I'll take in the sights. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I definitely had a great weekend. All levels, personally and professionally. You know, this morning I was just reflecting on everything in my life that prepared me for what I do and where I am today. So, for instance, there's always a question about how I am everywhere and all over and how I have no fear. And I think a lot of people don't really know my background. You know, my background on the corporate side of things, I was a regional manager and things of that nature of sorts. So I would travel probably about 300 days out of the year, minimum. And because I did that for a living for so many years, it is so normal for me to get on the road early in the morning, focus on where I'm going, pay attention to my surroundings and get where I need to go. You know? Come on, buddy. Alright, 18, oh, y'all got y'all little caravan going. Let a sister in. Yeah, but at the end of the day, it comes to one thing, and that's called focus and determination. You gotta lay your plan and work your plan. You gotta stay cool no matter what. Things are going to change at all times, and you got to be willing to not only change but adapt. You know, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused. You know, what I have found is that my vision is so clear, crystal clear, that, you know, you have to understand that that vision was given to you. Stay your course, stay true to yourself, and put one foot in front of the other. There's nothing that you cannot accomplish. You know, be very clear. Keep contaminants out your life, mentally, spiritually, physically, and otherwise. Because a lot of times, what is for you is for you. That is so true. That is so true. You couldn't have told me last year I'd be traveling through multiple states in this particular profession or business. You couldn't have told me that, because that was not my plan. But because I'm always a businesswoman first, and I understand what opportunity looks like and what it means to move forward and take advantage of those opportunities, to walk through those doors when they open and not look back, I'm able to do this with ease because I don't have the distraction of some idiot sitting next to me spouting what they know when they haven't accomplished a damn thing. So let me tell y'all something. Shout out to Gio and the video that he did on his channel about not allowing people to tell you what to do when they're not doing it, when they're not successful. You know, people will speculate about so many things. I think people admire me because I actually get out here and do it. I'm not a guru, I'm a guru. And when you really understand what that means, you move accordingly. And you make the choices that are not for today, but for tomorrow. And when you do that, things not only get clear, they stay clear. Things that would have irritated you in the past and you would have gave a damn about, you just like, you know, like you don't even see it, you don't even care, you know. You just moving at a rate you need to move to be successful. You know, you're taking accountability for your actions and your choices. And I'm at a point in my life where everything in my life has prepared me to walk into uncharted territory, fearless, because I have a plan, you know. And not only do I have a plan, I execute flawlessly. I stay true and stay the course, you know. And I work, you know, like I said, people may know more than me, be more skilled, but no one's going to outwork me. So prime example, you know, people think that I travel to different locations and, you know, I'm blah, blah, blah. What they don't know is that I am blessed to be surrounded up with a round table of professionals in different arenas of life. So prime example, when I'm in Valdosta or I'm in, you know, a different city, I'm not just there for appliance repair. I'm also there for real estate. And that's because I'm a smart woman. The reason I look at it like that, like prime example, one of my business partners that I do real estate with, we were having a discussion about Airbnb and the potential in certain areas. So we were discussing Cape Coral, Cape Coral, Fort Myers. And we were talking about a recent deal. And that recent deal had to do with someone that was dealing with a property. And they had a property, they paid $900,000 for this property. And it was quadruplex, something like that. And they paid $900,000 in Cape Coral, but like right across the border in Fort Pierce, similar property, someone paid maybe half as much, $350,000, $400,000 for. And we were talking about how, because Cape Coral is a hot market when it comes to real estate, how these people, investors, were more than willing to pay $500,000 to $600,000 difference just because of location. Now, this is what I tell people all the time when they don't understand when it comes to appliance repair. People will pay what the market will bear, but know your market. If you don't know your market and you don't know the clientele you're dealing with and what their desires and needs are, then you can't service them properly and reap the benefits because you really don't know. You don't know what you don't know. You have to take the time to look at it. There's so many people out here running these COD businesses and they're all in the same pot, and it's hilarious to me. And then they get upset because all of a sudden the goods are cheaper than the pot. It's called the law of supply and demand. The higher the supply and the lower the demand, the less valuable the product is. If you remember that, then you will be successful in all your endeavors. If you understand that, you have to position yourself in a way and in a place where you are the highest product in demand. That's powerful. I might have to put that on a t-shirt. You have to understand supply and demand. If you understand supply and demand and you know how to make strategic moves and steps, then you'll be successful. But if you gonna start something and not finish it because you don't have the wherewithal to hold true to the course. I mean, I talk to people who've been in business for 10 years, 15 years, 2 years, 6 months. I mean, the whole gamut. And the reality is that appliance repair is not a race. It is a marathon. And when you understand that, let me break that down a little bit. The reason it's a marathon is a number of reasons. Let's talk about training. You must stay up on your training in order to be viable and to be profitable in this. There are only so many 10, 15, 20-year-old appliances you can work on and take a paperclip and fix, like literally. And, you know, understand that and get geared up for the world we're in now, like prime example, say you get an appliance repair and say you work for an avant-garde company, a company that's forward-thinking and progressive. So a company like that is going to make sure all their technicians and CSO, everybody is trained on the latest software, the latest developments in the industry, and where they fit, and then they will make sure that this is a well-oiled machine and that all parts and pieces are working together for the good. Now, that's money. Like, I don't understand how people get in appliance repair and think they don't have to pay for service manual access, training and education. But if you develop, what's the word I'm looking for, reciprocating relationships, if you pick the right vendors, you have your training at a discount. All you have to do is have the discipline to stay on top of it. And you have to continually be exposed to new appliances. You know, like one of my students, we were having a conversation, we were talking about Fisher Paykel and Vetrazoni. You know, Vetrazoni is huge in California. You know, and of course it's trickled over here because who's moving here? So at the end of the day, can you repair these appliances? Do you understand the demand of the customer base and the caliber of customer? Are you polished enough and professional enough to go in and provide a high-end service and get compensated properly? Like, stay on top of your game. Same thing with software, CRMs, and how you manage your customer base. Are you changing and adapting to your customer base, or is your customer base adapting to you? Because you're going to deal with people who have no idea. Like, I deal with people every day who have no idea what I do. I mean, they know that my company has phenomenal reviews on all platforms. They know that when they talk to their neighbors who have used us, that we offer prompt courteous service, i.e. laser. You know, but at the end of the day, the customer doesn't know the makeup of the company. They don't, you know. Their whole thing is, I'm trying to call someone and I need you to solve the problem. And for my customer base, money's not a problem. The problem is time and efficiency and the fact that the job is done properly the first time. And I'm blessed to have a network of professionals at my fingertips to get this done. That I pay very close attention to my subcontractors. I know exactly what client to put them in. I know what window to put them in. So I have some subs, if they tell me, oh, I'll be there by 2, I'm going to tell the customer window between 3 and 5. Now, a lot of people do the 1 to 5 window and all the 8 to 12. 8 to 1. I don't do that because I'm in a market that, you know, I'm trying to keep it as tight as possible and streamlined, and I manage my team accordingly. Because that's business. But you have to stay up on that stuff. You have to stay up on how to manage people, how the markets are changing, what your clientele needs, what your employee base or subcontractors, what environments they flourish in. I mean, it just is what it is. To me, this is just normal. And I don't understand how people don't come in and look at it like that. You know, you don't ever have to have a consultation with me. What I advise you do is you take the tidbits here and there. So many people I talk to who do come to me for coaching and consulting, the biggest thing that they have is they'll hear me say something and then they'll apply it, it'll work for a minute and then it stops. But it's because they don't understand the whole process behind that. You might see an end result or a snippet and be like, I want to do this. This may not be for you. I definitely don't recommend this for anybody. You know, I have a plan and a strategy, so this is why I'm moving the way I move. But I ain't trying to be caught up in anybody's situation where they're making choices without a solid foundation or a decision-making process or a plan, you know. I just enjoy what I do, and I get an opportunity to explore multiple facets of my life and my investment strategy. I mean, anyone who is intelligent understands that your best investment option in most cases is real estate. If you look at anybody who has any type of wealth, they have two things: a business and they have real estate. They own land, they own property. You know, so figure it out. I mean, it's not rocket science. Success leaves clues. So with that said, I've talked your head off enough. I'm going to let everybody get back to their productive week, and I wish you guys the best in all that you do. Solid steppers, keep stepping, and take the Titans. Y'all know what it is. The bag is yours. Be blessed.